Good morning, dear Aries. How is everyone? Welcome. I hope you are all doing very, very well, Aries. Let's see how your energies will be available at this moment so you can use them to your advantage and see a situation from a new point of view. This reading, as you know, is general. Take what resonates with you, and if it doesn't, disregard the message. And it applies to all those who have their sun, ascendant, as well as their moon or Venus in the sign of Aries. I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Remember to activate all the bells so you can receive notifications for the new videos I upload. If you want, you can follow me on my other TikTok and Instagram accounts where I will be uploading new content for all of you. Let's channel a message for the sign, Aries, for this moment. Aries, you have the Chariot here. We have the High Priestess. We have the Five of Swords. Here's the Five of Wands. Well, Aries, there's a bit of like restless energy right now. There's a bit of commotion, especially with your surroundings. Maybe this has a bit to do with the decisions you're making in your life. I feel like you, with the Chariot here, are not only starting to make decisions about goals and objectives, about where you want to go in your life, but this can also be telling us that you are in a moment of progress, evolution, and advancement. On a personal level, I feel like you are very firm with your decisions. This is like showing authority, showing determination, having a goal in mind, and moving toward that goal. Anyway, that's what I'm feeling. There's a lot of courage right now to reach that goal. The thing is that what comes with this, the environment, and maybe that's where the challenge is right now. And when I talk about the environment, this could be friends, co-workers, your social circle, or family. I feel that these people are there even though they're not telling you, because I don't see anything open here that they're watching you. What? I mean, there's a quality here that there are people who aren't sharing. Maybe your own outlook on life or the decisions you're making. Where are you heading? But the thing is, they don't express it. These are people who are watching every step and every decision you're making. That's why I see there's a lot of secrecy, a lot of comments, words going back and forth. I see a lot of energy. Also gossip, like comments in the shadows. Comments that I don't know if they reach you, but they're there, and I feel like you sense them. There's something you can feel in the air. And actually, people who are analyzing, people who might also be studying you, trying to understand where you're heading. But look, I'm saying this in case there are certain situations that might be a bit conflictive with certain people, of course, with friends, with acquaintances, with family. Feeling like there's something they're not telling you. There are secrets being kept, opinions being held back. But beyond just feeling it on another day, you can sense it, you can intuit it. I feel like maybe these people aren't seeing the same reality. They're seeing totally different, distinct realities. And that's when the clash, the conflict comes in. Maybe they just don't understand the decision you're making. For example, if this has to do with, well, I have the goal of moving, areas where they want to start a new life somewhere, or they decide, well, I'm going to start a new life in a different country. I feel like here there's more of an attitude, let's say, of independence, of looking for support from certain people. And that's when the conflict or challenge with these people comes in as well. The thing is not to get into this energy either, so that these challenges with the outside, with the environment, don't cloud things. Your goal, your objective, where do you want to go? I feel like these are the tests that life sometimes puts in your path. Let's see what else we have. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Aries, I also see you keeping your goals pretty private, right? Like not going around telling everyone everything, but keeping a certain kind of secrecy. Also, right? Maybe a little bit because of this, right? Because of the environment, of how certain people might react to the decisions you're making. Goodbye. Aries, do you have the Ten of Pentacles or coins here? We have the Knight, the King, right? It wasn't the Knight, it was the Knight of Swords, sorry. And here we have the Four of Swords, Nine of Coins or Pentacles. Well, this project that you have, we've already talked about this big goal. I feel like it's a very high, very big goal. It could be related to finances, work, or your professional life. I feel like you want to achieve something really important, and I feel like you know how to do it. Whether you're studying something or you already have the information and wisdom to carry it out, to execute all of this perfectly. I feel that strongly, you know. The topic of wisdom, revelation, everything you've been learning lately, what you've been analyzing, what you've been studying, your vision, the truth about how to manifest this new reality or this big goal is really very accurate. That's why they know how to do it. But maybe it's also about the energy. What it's telling you is patience, right? Don't rush to make decisions too quickly or impulsively. Give things time. Everything will happen at the right moment. And also take all of this calmly. Don't rush the process because that can wear you out. It can exhaust you. Sometimes wanting to do everything at once, I feel like you really have the strength to be able to do it. Do I feel like you're moving alone or independently? With this work and with this great vision that you have in your life, with what you want to achieve, because you will achieve it. You will achieve your vision because I can tell you really trust yourself. I feel that you want to align yourself with something truly great, not just acting on your own, no, and to reach that goal. But of course, this takes effort. That's why I say if there are moments when you feel exhausted, tired, it's just your body asking you for a little rest, to stop for a bit, right? To meditate, to reflect on every step you're going to take, maybe to slow down a bit and analyze each step. I also feel that it's important to analyze the issue of your environment. Also, not getting into unnecessary conflicts with other people, because I feel there are certain social situations that can escalate. I mean, the point is not to lose your patience. Let's see what else we have. You have good central energy, Aries, for this moment, especially Not just to visualize that big project, no, but to start taking action. Is it a big vision, or is there a plan, a strategy there that you have been analyzing and that you are already executing? Let's see. Goodbye. You have the Eight of Cups over here. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Emperor. Three of Cups. Well, goodbye. This theme of social matters keeps coming up, your close circles, your environments, the issue of trust, not just who to trust, but who to count on. Your things and projects are nearby. That's why what I feel is this issue of keeping certain ideas to yourself, right? That you have. Maybe there's a bit of a challenge. I mean, well, do I tell this to them? Who do I express this to? There are many things that are starting to come to light, not regarding friendships and this issue of who I trust, who I share what I know, or this idea I have with. I feel like you're kind of there in a sort of alert mode, right? Studying the social landscape, studying your friendships, maybe also evaluating your relationships. Because there are things that you're going to start, or people that you'll also start to see from a different perspective. What I feel is that there's also a decision here. There's a decision to close a door, especially with people from the past. Not because there was a conflict here, but because I feel that maybe you're not on the same wavelength here. Or are you looking for a new team or new people, new companions for your journey? Is there something here that you've already decided to close, that you've already decided to walk away from, right? Or, for example, maybe there are people who aren't showing much interest in, hey, I have something to tell you, I want to do this, and so on. The truth is, this person isn't really paying attention to you. Are they more focused on something else, or are they just not interested in your projects? So there might be situations like that. What I sense here is that these situations are starting to come to light. I see that you're setting boundaries. This is about setting healthy boundaries with that environment. On a personal level, I see you as someone with very firm attention. Also, not with excessive harshness or authority when setting this boundary. Because we've said that there are certain people here, especially when it comes to comments, messages, people who are kind of watching in a strange way or distancing themselves. I feel like there's something here you've been thinking about, or that's worn you out, tired you, and you've said, okay, that's enough. This is like not setting a boundary for that situation, not putting a stop to it. Like also defending your decisions, your choices. That's why I see this issue of your environment, your decisions, what is revealed, the information that comes to light, what you start to see, and what you also start to confirm as very strong. I feel like you've been intuiting, especially about certain people, and many of you. I see the energy of moving, of a new house, of a new life very strongly. If this isn't going to happen now, it might be part of a project, part of a plan, but there's a kind of movement of leaving one place and moving to a new place. Not only can this be physical, but it can also be energetic or mental. It's like you've already left a familiar place that had to do with your past, and you're already on a journey toward this new objective, toward this new goal. Let's see what we have, Aries, in the Animal Oracle. What will be the totem that will be accompanying you during this day? Aries. Aries, do you have the buffalo here? And the buffalo is a powerful animal that carries the energy of abundance, stability, and gratitude. It is seen as a super sacred animal due to its power to grant strength, courage, and tranquility to those who invoke it. Today it asks you to connect with the abundance that surrounds you, to know how to value what you have and to be grateful for your very existence. The buffalo will provide negative sexual energy and abundance. Dear Aries, this is what we have seen for all of you. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you here next time.